The Louisiana Purchase and Lewis and Clark Expedition by Jordyn, Selena, and Teresa.
The West was the area between the Appalachian Mountains and the Mississippi River. The Mississippi River was the current western boundary of the United States.
The Louisiana Territory was an area between the Rocky Mountains and the Mississippi River. In 1800, France and Spain were negotiating ownership of the territory. France later turned Louisiana Territory over to Spain due to losing the French and Indian War. In 1800, Spain gave the Louisiana Territory over to Napoleon, France's leader. Napoleon wanted to colonize the territory.
In 1802, Napoleon wanted to colonize the territory, almost starting a war. To avoid this, Thomas Jefferson offered to buy New Orleans, a major U.S. port. Napoleon offered the whole Louisiana Territory to the United States. Thomas Jefferson was very excited about the offer, but didn't know if the president was able to buy the territory. Jefferson ended up buying the Louisiana Territory for $15 million, roughly 3 cents per acre.
This was called the Louisiana Purchase. The Louisiana Purchase was double the size of the United States. Jefferson wanted more land because he believed in a republic of small farmers. Having a republic of farmers requires a lot of land.
Thomas Jefferson wanted to explore the Louisiana country. He chose Meriwether Lewis, a young officer. Lewis chose his old friend William Clark to select other people to join them on their expedition. Clark was a skilled mapmaker and outdoorsman. This expedition would become known as the Lewis and Clark Expedition.
Clark's slave York joined the expedition. York was a very good hunter. His hunting gave his many admirers from the Native Americans that the expedition ran into.
The expedition started in 1803. By winter of 1803, they reached St. Louis, Missouri. There were 40 explorers on the expedition. In May 1804, they set out from St. Louis. They moved up the Missouri River in canoes made from hollowed-out tree trunks. The main goal at this time was to find a water route across the continent. Lewis and Clark wanted to make good relationships with Native Americans and describe all the plants, animals, and landscapes that they came across.
By late October, they reached North Dakota, where they met the Mandan Indians. They spent the winter with the tribe. In the spring of 1805, the expedition set out again. This time, a French trapper, his wife, and their baby came along. His wife was named Sacagawea. Sacagawea was a Shoshone Indian. Sacagawea's language, geography skills would be very useful to Lewis and Clark on their expedition.
On their expedition, they ran into the Great Falls, which were huge waterfalls in Missouri. The grandest sight I've ever beheld, Lewis explained. For the explorers to get around Great Falls, they had to carry their boats and supplies for 18 miles. They built wheels from trees to help them move the boats, but even with wheels, it took them almost 2 weeks to go around the Great Falls.
They soon approached the Rocky Mountains, where the expedition ran into the Shoshone tribe. The chief realized that Sacagawea was a sister. The tribe gave Lewis and Clark horses and helped them across the Rockies. In November 1805, Clark wrote that the ocean was in view. The Lewis and Clark expedition brought many valuable drawings and specimens back to Jefferson. Unfortunately, there was no all-water route across America.
Zebulon Pike left St. Louis in 1806 on a southern route with 24 people to try to find the source of the Arkansas and Red Rivers. The Red River formed the boundary between Louisiana and the Spanish territory.
When Pike and his men found the Arkansas River, they followed to the Rocky Mountains. There, Pike saw the mountaintop that he would try to climb, but would fail. The mountaintop was later named Pike's Peak. They turned south, hoping to find the Red River. Fortunately, they ran into the Rio Grande River, which is not part of America. The Rio Grande is part of Spanish territory. They got arrested by Spanish troops.
Pike and his men were released in 1807. Even though they never explored the Red River, they brought back vivid descriptions of the Great Plains and the Rio Grande River. The Louisiana Purchase was very important in U.S. history. This purchase led to the Lewis and Clark Expedition. The Lewis and Clark Expedition would eventually lead to the addition of more states in the U.S.
The Manifest Destiny is defined as the 19th century doctrine or belief that the expansion of the U.S. throughout the American continents was both justified and inevitable. The Louisiana Purchase contributed greatly to what is now the United States as we know it.